basketball pocketbook, purse, bag, whatever you want to call it.
It's Lisa, it's Lisa, it's Lisa, Danielle. Something like that.
What's up, world? It's your girl Lisa D, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and click that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video or whatever. Today, I'm back with another Lisa DIY, and we are going to recreate the Alyssa Forever Basketball Purse. I know y'all have been all up in Alyssa Forever's Instagram account and her YouTube, and y'all have seen this bag. It is the most tomboy, girly thing I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, I was like, that's what's up, I'm making that. This bag is originally designed by Andrea Bergart, and I will link her Instagram down below. This bag retails for $900. However, I'm not gonna lie, this bag was extremely difficult to recreate. It took a lot of time and a lot of it just was a lot. It was a lot. If you can't afford the $900, then low-key go do that. But if not, then you can just follow this DIY. I do recommend, if you have a cobbler sewing machine, to use that. But today we're gonna be using my holy grail E6000 glue. And of course, I'm gonna put my Lisa D bling spin on this bag. So it's not gonna be exactly like hers. It's gonna be like my version of hers. So if you want to see how I made the Alyssa Forever Basketball Purse, then stay tuned. I'm starting out with a regular basketball. This is regular size, but I recommend using the youth size. I think it's a little more manageable. This was just way too big for me, but if you like bigger bags, then go for the regular size ball. I'm just gonna take an X-Acto knife and cut along that top line. Luckily, basketballs have lines, guys, so let's follow the lines. You're just gonna cut into that basketball. I'm also using some scissors to cut into this bag, and you wanna cut away like a ½ inch from each side since we're gonna use a zipper in the middle. Now I'm just gonna take a black zipper. Mine is about 16 inches long, and you just wanna get a zipper the length of the hole that you cut. Some people probably would like the hole not cut as deep. I liked it better that way. Now I'm just gonna take some E6000 glue, and I'm gonna glue the other side of the zipper. I already did the first half, and when you glue this, you wanna make sure that your zipper is open. It's a whole lot easier to glue this with your zipper open. You also wanna make sure that you don't glue your zipper completely to the very edge so that you don't get the rubber caught into it when you're zipping and unzipping. So make sure your prongs are a little bit away from the edge. And once you have your zipper pressed down, you're just gonna take some binder clips or whatever to hold your zipper in place. Because we are gluing, you wanna make sure that something is firmly holding the zipper to the rubber of the ball so that it is nice and firm. Now, if I were doing this for my store, which I may possibly do these for my store, I would definitely use a cobbler sewing machine for this part, just because the glue is going to last, but not as long as it probably should, and it's not gonna be able to support the amount of weight that you need to support at all times. So now I'm just gonna be extra Lisa D and make this my own. I'm gonna add some AB crystal rhinestones to the writing on the front of the basketball. I thought that added a little bit of just like litness that we all need in our life, or that I at least need in my life. So I'm just gonna add that. This did take a little while to do. Don't feel like you have to do this. This is just something that I wanna do to make this bag my own. You can definitely leave it exactly the way it is. I think Andrea's bag is just black letters, I think outlined in gold, but yo, we're trying to make this our own. So this is the zipper that I switched to. Instead of the black on black, I'm using this silver prong zipper because it matched the AB crystals better. And as you can see, there's like some glue that kind of got out across the top, and it looks really messy. So I'm gonna take some faux leather fabric and just glue that across the top. This way it looks a little more sewn together, but of course we're not using our cobbler sewing machine today. We are doing something that is easy to follow. Since this is just a DIY for YouTube, I wanna make sure that I'm using things that you guys can find at your local Walmart or craft store. The original bag did use leather straps. I want to add chain straps because of course I'm making it my own. So I'm gonna just take some leftover upholstery fabric, some prongs and a D-ring to create this little hook that's going to hold my chain strapping. And I'm gonna add 2 to the side of the bag and then 4 on top of the bag. This way I have something that's gonna be helping to hold my straps in place. I'm I'm gonna take a little fringy keyring thing and attach it to my zipper to create this really cute zipper pull. I'm gonna add these 2 chain straps to the top of my bag and then 1 Chanel looking chain strap to the side as my crossbody strap. And yo, like I am in love with this bag. It turned out super, super cute. If you're planning to like have longevity with this bag, I would recommend sewing this stuff down, but yo, it still was fire. I got a lot of compliments on this bag and I'm really happy with it.